All right, so hello class and welcome to December 3rd of 2020. This is day 29. Today you're going to be distinguishing between renewable and non-renewable resources. I'll explain that a little bit more and then you're going to continue working on explaining how oil spills impact the environment. All right, so you look in Google Classroom assignments due. It's not that hard. Y'all pull up your name and you see a list. You see a list. I can see the list. You can see the list. So no one can say that they didn't know what they needed to turn in. But we'll talk about that in just a second. Our quote for today is broken crayon still color. And it fell in the right order. Again, these bell ringers had been made, but some of you are broken. But just remember, just because you broke, you can put the pieces back together because some of you, you're going to really need to get it together. So anyway, here's the agenda. But as always, I already have it pulled up. If I can get out of this mode, there we go. I have it. Let's go here. Let's go to present. Okay, it's coming. All right. So I'm sure many of you saw my rant in Google Classroom yesterday. I can tell you that I was very displeased, and that's why I had to stop. In first period, that's why I didn't put in grades in yet. I will do it today. It just, I don't know, just the whole feel, the whole vibe, the whole energy, the feng shui, the whatever you want to call it, all that was off. It was negative, and I just was shocked, to say the least. And I'm gonna tell y'all my story in just a second. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to understand any excuses. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to take anything late. I'm sorry, I'm not. You can turn it in from here to Kingdom Come. I'm not going to put that into that computer. You can rest assured of that, because at the end of the day, I feel like at one point y'all have to pay the piper. For real. Because life is filled with choices, and some of y'all have made the wrong choice, and that's a choice that you decided to make. But I'm going to get on that in just a second. So after going through Google Classroom, it was like I was ready to just throw my hands up, because I was like, I can't believe that these students of mine would do this to me when I have been giving y'all everything that you needed this whole entire time that I was out. I want to give y'all a news flash, and I don't know if y'all realize this. I am on leave. I don't get paid extra for this. I don't get a recognition for still doing work when I'm not supposed to be working. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody coming in and patting me on my back. You know why? Because like I told y'all before, I don't do this for the award. I was doing this for the reward. And I was like, oh, for surely my students will sit here and they will do their work. And I know I'm preaching, but guess what? I have to preach today, because some of y'all need to wake up. Because let me tell you something. If you want to be successful in life, doing what you're doing now, you're not. And you show me otherwise, because let me tell you something. Your habits are your character. You don't just do a 360, leave Harmville High School, and then go to college and miraculously start doing all your work. Let me tell you something. That ethic, that ideology, that started when you was in high school. It needed to start now. I have been teaching for 15 years, and it has been my experience, and I hope your experience ends up being differently. And I follow students. I'm friends with my students, my old students, on like different social media platforms, and I see so many of them. They bright-eyed, they in college. And then next thing I look, the next semester, they back in St. Charles Parish. And I'm like, what? What? You didn't even give it a chance. And you know why? It's because they didn't have the ethic. Okay? Because again, true character is not what you do when people are looking. True character is what you do when they aren't looking. So because I'm not there and I'm not looking and I'm not in your face every day, or I'm not throwing, oh, Thursday, come to tutoring and make it up. That ain't happening. Okay? There is no come to tutoring on Thursday and miraculously make up all these assignments, because when you get to college, it's not going to be come Thursday, make up all of your work that you've not been doing. Like, y'all got to stop that. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Before I get into the assignment, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually kind of going to start backwards, because I'm just on this roll. And I'm going to start with the closing quote today because it's just on my spirit. It's just in my heart. It's just in my mind. I don't care if y'all turn this video off or whatever. I just know at the end of the day, I had to clear this out of my heart and off my chest. Life is about choices. Some we regret, some we're proud of, some will haunt us forever. The message: we are what we choose to be. Life is filled with choices. Every day we are faced with making choices. You have a choice whether you stay in that bed, whether you get out of that bed. You have a choice whether you log in, don't log in virtually. All that stuff is choices. Many of you have made the choice to not turn in your work. Maybe you thought that you were exempt. Maybe you thought no one was going to check. Better yet, maybe you thought you were so special that you did not have to do any work to pass. But let me wake you up. You pass with hard work and dedication. You fail when you put forth no effort. You are the choices that you decide to make, and you have to live with that. So, real quickly, let me show y'all something. Because, see, I don't just talk the talk, I walk what I talk. I'm going to pull up my doctoral program and grades. So, here you see, this is my statistics class that I am taking right now. Okay. All of you know that on November 11th of 2020, Ms. Gillum underwent major surgery. Like, I didn't go under play pretend surgery. I underwent major surgery. I'm sure y'all remember the videos if you watched it where I was squirming in my seat, couldn't sit down. But you know what? I didn't go in and then come out and say, you know what? I just had surgery, so I cannot do my work. Let me tell you something. That next Monday, November 16th, best believe I was in my class doing my work. I may not have been able to sit down. I stood up that whole entire class and did what I needed to do in order to pass. And let me just show you, I'm going to even go a step further. I'm going to show y'all my grades just to show you how real it is. Okay. I'm opening it. You see this? These are my grades. Okay. This was a project that I had to work on in pain and everything else in the world. But I didn't make no excuses. I didn't go to my professor and say, hey, professor, I just had major surgery. It hurts for me to sit down. I'm not going to do my project. You know why I didn't do that? Because you can't do that in the real world. Stop that, because y'all make up every excuse in the world. You know what I'm saying? Here, I mean, my project may not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, in a doctoral statistics class, I ended up with a 97.8. So that's why I'm telling y'all, I don't understand y'all excuses. And like I said, I'm sorry, I'm preaching because some of y'all need to wake up. I don't understand excuses. All I understand is results, because I know what this meant to me. So when I got this A, I almost wanted to cry, because I know how much easier it would have been for me to give up and sit back and lay in my bed and take my pain medicine and not do my work. I know how much easier it would have been for me to say, Mr. Zush, you know what? You on your own. Bye, sir. I'm out of here. But because of who I am and what I have been taught to be, it didn't allow me to do that. So when I went in y'all classroom and saw that all y'all weren't doing your work, I was like, this is sad. This is pathetic. All I can tell you is this: my proof is in my pudding. I don't just talk what I talk, I walk it too. I sat here, suffered through this, and made sure that I did my work. Because why? It's important to me. I guess y'all education isn't. Like I told y'all, I'm in doctoral program. So I do what I need to do. You see this? Doctoral level, quantitative analysis. If y'all probably had to do this class and see the type of work that I have to do in this class, many of y'all would have ran away. You wouldn't have walked, you would have ran. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about character and the choices you make. And I sincerely hope that you all go back and you do some self-reflections and you do some self-analyzation. Because like I told y'all, I am one person who I don't expect y'all to do no more than what I do. And then to top this off, and I'm gonna get off this subject and move back to the agenda, on November 12th, November 13th, November 16th, November 17th, November 18th, when I was receiving all of those emails about y'all grades and y'all sad stop stories about why y'all couldn't do y'all work or whatever, I said, you know what? I'm going to give them a second chance. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put all this late work in. I'm not doing that this round. Because like I told you, my grades are here. I do my work. I didn't make excuses. I gave myself some results. I did my work. That's all I'm going to tell you. And at the end of the day, it's time for y'all to wake up and learn, because if everybody keep giving you a pass, you have no incentive to do your work. And while I'm opening this document back up, it just reminded me because it hit me. So I'm going through this with you all, and then I'm looking at my 9-year-old, and he's virtual right now, and he wasn't doing his work. And he said to me, I said, why aren't you doing your work? He's like, Mom, we have intervention. I could just do it in intervention. And that's when it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm looking at my own child. I said, oh, no, indeed. I didn't say those words, but that's what I should have said. I said, oh, no, baby, we about to do this work. We not waiting on an intervention. Y'all not waiting on a tutoring. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to get off of that. I have done all that I can do. I have talked to you all. It was time. I'm sorry that this little agenda is going to run over today. And I'm sure some people cut me off, but at the end of the day, you cut me off because you knew that this message was for you and you couldn't handle it. It got hot in the kitchen. Like they say, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. I promise you this, don't email me about can you turn in something late, especially if I graded it and put it in the power school, because I will not. Because like I said, I'm not even supposed to be working right now. What they gonna do me? I don't know. No one to tell you. I'm working for free technically right now. All right. So Google Meets will start back up next week. So I'm gonna calm myself down. Um, I will let y'all know the time and the place. Time for the meet. I have to see. I haven't seen what the schedule is going to be next week for you all. I think the schedule is going to be the same, but I'm going to work on that. All right, so you all are on class starter number 29. You're getting closer to the next set of bell ringers that need to be turned in. Please make sure that you're turning those bell ringers into Google Classroom. Really not hard. I kept the agenda light today, hoping that you all will have a come to Jesus moment and you'll just start doing your work. I mean, I don't know. Outside of that, life is filled with choices. All right, so you had your Nearpod notes to complete. Some of y'all worked on it yesterday. Like I said, I'm going to show y'all in a second. Like I can see who logs in, who is doing what. And I'm about to show y'all in a second. All right. These are the words. Some of y'all started turning them in. I appreciate that. You all are going to have a vocabulary test. Today is Thursday, right? No. Yeah. Yep. Today is Thursday. So we'll just do the vocabulary test Monday, Tuesday. You'll have a vocabulary test on these words. I'll just pick 10, make it easier for grading purposes. And then y'all are going to have a test on the 4.1 and 4.2 stuff that y'all have been doing. So just go back and look at all the stuff that went with the unit 4, engage, elaborate, explains, and all that type of stuff. That's what it's going to be on. Today, you all are going to work on this renewable energy. If you click on this picture, as always, it contains like the document that you all are going to need. I think it's going to make me make a copy. And I don't feel like opening that up right now, but you'll see it. If you sit at a desk with an odd number, you'll work on renewable energy. If you sit at a desk with an even number, then you'll do non-renewable energy. And the directions are there. They tell you everything that you need to do. Just do it. Okay. So by the end of class, you'll do class starter 29, daily quiz 29. Some of y'all have some missing daily quizzes. I went and pulled first periods, but you know who you are, what you are, and why you are. If you went back and took a quiz, because I pulled the grades yesterday, I'm not going back. Just letting you know. Okay. If you didn't define your vocabulary words yesterday because you felt like you were special and above, come back down to reality and do your work. The new assignment for today is unit 4.2, elaborate. Please do that. I already talked to y'all about the fact that next week we'll have a Google Meet. So you'll get an opportunity to actually speak with me if you so desire. The Google Meet will be mandatory. It will not be optional. If you make the conscientious choice to not attend, remember that is on you. You will get credit for attending the meeting. As if I am there, I certainly expect everyone else to be there, because if I took the time out of my day, surely you can take the time out of yours. All right. I will let you know ahead of time when a date is so that you can make provisions to make sure that you are able to attend. I already went over this quote for today, but I'm just going to sit this here and just tell you, man, like really reflect on this and think about the things that I told you. And I've meant everything that I said when I posted it. I stand by what I said, and it is what it is at the end of the day. And I was very hurt yesterday when I went through and I saw just how many people were not turning in their work. And, but these are the same people who are going to try to email me. And that's the part that I can't respect. I don't respect you when you start doing stuff like that. So deal with your choice, live with it. And it is what it is. I still love you all, but you hurt me yesterday. You cut me deep. Oh, if y'all want to see, look, my That bruise I had a long time ago is finally going away. That was from my IV. I'm like, yay, I'm starting, healing is doing good. All right, so happy learning. Again, if y'all have any questions, problems, concerns, extenuating circumstances, you know how to get in touch with me because y'all get in touch with me. All right, so happy learning, and I will see you all live next week. I'll let you know the date. All right.